Hey guys, it's Tor here. Today I want to show you how to clean a mechanical keyboard without removing the keys. This is probably one of the most requested videos I've ever had. So in order to do this, we'll need some soapy water in a cup like this one. It's lukewarm. We're also going to need some type of microfiber cloth or just cloth in general will probably be fine for this. Also, we're going to need some compressed air, either through an air compressor like this one, or you can buy one of the cans. I'm going to link everything if you need to buy it. We're also going to add in some Q-tips this time. All right, so the first step is to take your microfiber cloth and dip it into the water. Now, here is a good tip for you. It's a pro tip. Don't dip all of it in the water. Keep one of the sides dry. We're going to need it for later when we are drying up the keyboard. So unplug the keyboard first of all. We're going to dip it in the water, and the idea here is to just clean up the keys first with some soapy water. So as you probably know, with mechanical keyboards you can remove the keys, but if you're anything like me, you're way too lazy to keep taking the keys on and off all the time. So I found that just going over them nice and quick like this can usually save a lot of time. Now I will tell you, if you really want your mechanical keyboard to be clean, you will be better off by taking the keys off and washing everything. But I found that you get 80% of the results from 20% of the work with just cleaning it with the keys on. By the way, in order to clean like the crevices between all the keys, I like to take the microfiber cloth and dip it in some water and stick the entire side down into the crevices. This way you get to clean like the edges, not just the tops of the keys, but you also get to clean the middle in between them. For the rest of the keys, if you can't do it with a microfiber cloth, you can use Q-tips. So just dip it in water, just clean in between the keys as well, like this. Next, I just want to go over it once with some water without soap on it. Alright, so now that the keyboard is satisfactory clean on the top and between the keys here, I'm going to take the microfiber cloth and I'm going to take the part that's not wet, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'm going to go over all the keys, just dry everything up nice and dry before we jump on to the most fun part. Alright, so you can see the keyboard is looking clean and mighty fine here. But there is still going to be a lot of dust and stuff sitting in between the keys. That's where the air compressor comes in. If you don't have an air compressor and you really don't want to invest in the compressed air, you can use Q-tips, but come on, compressed air in a can is cheap, just get it. You're going to need it for a lot of other cleaning stuff in the future. So, since the compressor makes quite a bit of noise, especially this one, I want to explain how I'm going to do this before we start. So, I usually like to hold the keyboard up at an angle and then start at one side, go in between all the keys all the way down in all directions. Down, 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 all the way until we reach the end here. And what an amazing difference all this makes to the keyboard. Now, if you use a compressor that tends to condense a little bit, like this old one that I just used, you want to wait a little bit before you plug it back in. If you just use compressed air cans, it's probably fine to plug it back in right away. Just make sure it's dry. That's the most important part. So now that you've cleaned up the keyboards, you should really check out how to clean the mouse as well as the monitor. I have videos on that as well. If you want to see a really cool one, I have one where I use the air compressor inside of my desktop PC. That's really cool. Yeah, so anyway, subscribe for more cleaning and organizing videos. I've been Tor. Thanks for watching.